What is good, quite a people? Welcome to the channel. It's your boy Bubblim, and in today's video we talking about a little bit of history from the perspective of Playboi Carti on the reason why Whole Lotta Red was delayed. Now I know we went over this in a previous video, however there was more information that was posted on Leak This, so we're gonna shout out that user very soon. But I also wanted to reply to all these little Carti redditors that are saying like, yo, Bob is starting this rumor about Carti like in some beefs, like nah dude, he's like not for real, let's hate on him and shit. First of all, I didn't make up any stories. All I do on YouTube in general is basically relay information and put my own opinions on it. So never do I spit falsivities. All I do is add my opinions on tops, like basing my conclusions upon facts that are posted by other news sources. So anyway, let's get right into it so y'all know what I'm talking about. Actually, before that, let me give y'all a summary. Basically, it was foretold from the Carti community, or people in the know, I guess, that the reason that Carti delayed Whole Lotta Red V2, not V1, because of the leaks or whatever, back in 2019, 2018, whenever it was, but in 2020, when Atmed dropped, like April 2020, that his boy Sosa died, and he's actually referenced him in a couple of the songs on Whole Lotta Red, due to a beef he had with Ola Runt or some dude with the henchmen. We've gone over it on a couple different videos. The henchmen actually dissed him back, and so maybe Carti gonna come back with the Whole Lotta Red Deluxe saying something back. But either way, after Sosa, his boy, passed away, he was grieving, and that's why he didn't want to drop Whole Lotta Red. And I don't know about y'all, but I have never experienced any sort of death, so I can't even relate, as in like somebody really close to me. But I could imagine it's a pretty terrible feeling, and you don't want to celebrate with the homies like, yeah, we dropped an album, when one of your best friends cannot come anymore. Pause. I know this is a serious topic, but now let's get into this Leak This post. We're in shout out Playboi Vertical, gave us a little Whole Lotta Red gang references, as you can see up here. Actually, it's not Leaked This, it's Leaked CX, whatever that is. But he stated explicitly, old video, most of this info is well known to die-hard fans, but a lot of y'all on here think Carti this flexible ass dude, when in actuality, Mant is really with it. Stop Breathing is a diss track, hence the reason he went with the Gucci Mane reference on the hook, and all of Carti's artists are his shooters besides Ken Carson. This is the fact that kind of fucks me up. He's talking about like Lil 1 DTE, Capo, I can't even think of any of the other artists, but y'all know like all of the Carti affiliates who were supposed to drop specific songs, highly anticipated snippets. It looks like those dudes were never rappers in the first place. They're just on the payroll of Carti so that he can keep them on legally without the government asking questions like, what does this dude do? And why does he have hella guns? And why does he have a... And by the way, this is all alleged. I'm just reading an article here. So Ken Carson is the only artist that actually raps underneath Playboi Carti, and maybe Destroy Lonely. I don't know if he's signed to Carti yet though, or at all. Y'all can let me know in the comments. Anyway, continuing, Whole Lotta Red was actually delayed not because of leaks, but so Carti could grieve the loss of Sosa, a known close friend that supposedly was actually Carti's blood cousin. Damn, didn't know that. So literally family. Ever since my brother died, I've been thinking about homicide. Breathe. Thought I did pretty good right there. Grieving Sosa, also homicide gang, in thinking of retaliation for his brother's death. Oh, so his brother died, so he's been thinking about going to kill one of their gang members or doing something. Again, this is all alleged. I know Carti would never do anything like this. In the same song, free Lil Tip, free Migo Bliff, free Problem Child. I've been with Lil Demon and Lil Bino and R5. Problem Child is actually free now and has a song with Future. Apparently, in the comments, they told us that he is not actually free now, but he does have a song with Future that released while he was locked up. Problem Child, Lil 1 DTE, Demon, and Bino are all bloods and are Carti's shooters. They just make music so that Carti can pay them for street shit without the IRS wondering why Carti is wiring people $20K. It just looks like he is paying his artists instead of calling hits. Lil Baby, NBA Youngboy, and Lil Durk also do this. Jesus Christ, it's getting serious out here. Isn't it weird how Carti is this like gang guru all the while dressing like an emo goth chick in middle school? Not hating, but also the fact that Ruby Rose in an interview with like DJ Vlad, or I think it was No Jumper, she said said that Carti came from like a good family, so he didn't even have to choose the street life, but he just did it because he wanted to. Crazy. But damn, honestly, if all these rappers like NBA YoungBoy, Baby, Lil Durk, Carti, if they all in like some serious street shit, I didn't realize these shooters that rappers have in these songs were actually real. I thought it was just like something that people reference, like I fucked your bitch, or like I got 100 racks, even though all these fucking underground artists rapping that don't even have $3 to their name. They're still living at their mama's house. But it's really smart how Carti's literally paying people, like putting them in the credits of songs and things like that, so that the government ain't checking up on the stimmy check being used in different manners than they should be. I might have to do the same thing out in LA very soon. But the thing is, Lil One DTE, I believe, is trying to actually be a rapper, or at least was when he had that actual song Homicide. Because some of these people post on their stories like, yo, I can't drop, like, and Capo, like, I'm about to drop like this tape or whatever, and getting all pissed at the label, which Carti is technically their label, and then it just never drops. Or they drop like one music video and then they're out. They're on social media less than Carti, and that's pretty impressive. Riding in a tank on 285 on the way to Front Street, who said we ain't outside, smoking on a henchman, got a fried. Henchman Gang is an Atlanta-based gang and are taking the credits for Sosa's death, who we talked about a little bit before with Ola Runt. 285 is a highway in Atlanta that literally stretches the whole city. Front Street is where Henchman Gang is from. Ooh, they doxing him. So Carti is basically telling y'all him, Bino, and Demon will be sliding on the ops. Carti, don't do that. I know you saying that in the raps to look tough, but send your shooters. You don't gotta get involved in this and risk your life, because without you, the money ain't flowing into them and they will have nothing to shoot for. But damn, a nickname of Demon makes sense. I'm hanging with the Pyros, hanging with the fives. I got mob ties. I got fucking mob ties. I got and chain gang on my side. I had the shank Ola for a pie. Ola is a member of Henchman Gang, and Carti is just letting y'all know he really a big blood out here, and he really got dudes poked out here. And I believe on Genius, like a pie means something else in jail, or maybe like $100 or a large sum of cash at least, or it could just be a legit pie, considering in jail you don't get the best food and that's like a good reward. But again, this is all alleged. I'm just reading an article, but it is true. Everybody thought Carti was like some soft ass boy, and then now he's hanging out with the Pyros and all this, like legit. Like we all knew Pyros rapping about that on a whole lot of red. Like it just made sense. You a blood, you're rapping about the color red, but nah. This is serious. Carti is out here on these streets, and Playboi Vertical went through the lyrics of Punk Monk and told us some meaning behind these lyrics as well. Lil TJ was my shooter, but they turned that boy against me. But OG said, hold that shit down, so I ain't tripping. Supposedly, Ola is signed at 1017. Oh shit. And Ola dad knows Big Bang from back in the day. Now, before we get into the rest of this paragraph, isn't it crazy how we were talking about before, how Carti was doing a sort of like a remix using Gucci Mane's I take my shirt off and now these hoes start breathing, and using it against him if Ola is signed to 1017, Gucci Mane's label. So does that mean Carti and Gucci Mane are on the opposite sides too? It's getting wild. Also, something to note is if your ops are literally using your own lyrics against you, and Gucci Mane, you know, he's a businessman, he's worked with Drake, he makes hella money, he is Gucci Mane after all. But a simple way to just solve that is to not clear the songwriting using your lyrics, because Carti technically has to pay a percentage to Gucci Mane's label to use the same lyrics, unless Gucci Mane just let it slide because he doesn't want Carti to have any edge on him, giving him any money. Continuing though, shit went left when Ola signed to somebody else instead of DTE. So is Ola Lil TJ? What is DTE? I don't know exactly what DTE is, but I know Capo and Lil One DTE, all of those like Carti affiliates were signed to that label in some manner. The beef escalated when Big Bank clowned Ola and his dad for being broke. Supposedly Ola's dad asked Big Bank for some designer shit for a graduation or some. Problem Child and Lil One DTE back up Big Bank by dissing Ola, saying they just mad because they was was never really gang. It was always trying to be around. Both sides are blood, so that explains how they were cool in the first place. The beef is actually pretty new. 2019 there was no beef, and Sosa didn't pass till June 2020. It's unknown why Sosa was targeted, probably just a case of wrong place, wrong time. Sosa wasn't much of a street dude, probably was just the easiest to catch lacking. I don't know who TJ is, probably just another shooter as he implies. Okay, so TJ is not Ola. This is getting a little bit confusing considering I don't know any of these people. But now we got lyrics from On That Time, another song on A Whole Lot of Red. And I put this on Honest. I'ma leave my op in the cement, lay that bitch down in the yard like a picnic. He even ain't got no gun. How the fuck he flexing? We gon' push up, bitch, little bitch, and I'm taking this shit. Ain't no reasoning, ain't no fixing shit. Now what does that mean? Carti is talking directly to the ops, asking them how they expect to win a war. I sound so white. How do they expect to win a war with Carti when has all the money and guns he needs at his disposal? True, and that he is not looking to fix anything after his brother's death and wants revenge. I mean, shit, as much as I kinda get where Carti's coming from, after someone went and targeted your brother and killed him, you kind of want to take one out. What is it, eye for an eye of whoever got him, the other side of the Bloods. This is all within the Bloods too. Like, aren't they supposed to be like gang? That being said, I feel like, and I'm not in gang culture so I can't even relate, but if you go after them, doesn't that just continue the cycle of death? Like, just leave it be. You can swallow the pride. I bet even if he caught somebody in the other side of the gang, he probably wouldn't feel much better. He would still want revenge because you can't bring your brother back. But that's just me. Lastly, we got a quote from Bino. Another song, A Whole Lot of Red, as y'all know. Lil Tommy got an effing in the backseat. Red rag, red flag, bitch. You better make peace. I'm in this bitch with my killers. Whole lot of motherfucking. We got them motherfucking choppers. I pick you up, boy. I get you. I said I don't fuck with these. Bloop. We see them, we punching them. Bloop. We up in the score on these. Bloop. Go out the back door on that. You was still posted with my boy, yeah, my slap. Bino, he go crazy, you know that? Oh, I remember that part in the song. My flow is so off. But what does that mean? Carti is again talking directly to the ops. The red flag bars are him letting them know the ops big blood and peace would be the best outcome for the ops. Upping the score is a street term for eye for an eye. Ooh, what we were talking about earlier. Basically saying, yeah, they caught Sosa, but he will catch more bodies than them or put more points on the board. Damn, they making this shit into a sport. Gang activities is not for me. I would not last. I'd be out that bitch. I'd go home, drink some milk with my mom's, help her cook. Shit, I'd become a chef if I was living in the streets. I would not be doing this shit. Ola and Henchman Gang and Homicide Gang was all cool recently. Carti's remind the ops they know each other well and that they know Bino is about all the smoke, so tread lightly. So Bino is that dude. He's the main shooter. He's the sniper that's posted up with Carti. If someone, you know, breaks into their hotel room, he's the dude with the pump shotgun, all the attachments. And of course the gold camo because he's had so many headshots. But damn, in conclusion, I didn't realize Carti was this gang affiliated, and it's kind of cool that he's giving us more insight into what's going on behind the scenes, because normally we know nothing, but Carti is so elusive in social media and in the public in general. But he's actually giving us some like little hints and tidbits of like, this is what's going on in my life, this is why I've been gone, this is the reason for the delay of Whole Lot of Red, and this is the inspiration of why I created this album in the first place. And we thought that Carti like wasn't lyrical and shit. You just expect like none of the lyrics to mean anything. So all them motherfuckers on Twitter saying Carti don't say anything in his lyrics, all y'all Logic and Eminem fans, and if you a Logic fan and Eminem fan but also Carti, I love you, don't worry, I'm talking to the haters. Carti actually saying some real shit. So there you have it, the real reason Whole Lot of Red V2 was delayed, and just some of the gang affiliated activities that went on in Carti's life. It's getting crazy out here. I feel like Trap Geek reading all this info, again reading it, and it's alleged, doesn't mean it's true, it's just a story. We reading a bedtime story, and that's why it's nighttime out. And so with that, it's your boy Bobby Lamb signing off, running with the Pyrus because I also got red hair, my guy. Let me know in the comments what you thought about all this information that we have received. Make sure to like and subscribe to join the Bio Gang if you with it. Peace out, clap people. Know what I'm saying?